He's Vernon Adams, the Oregon Ducks quarterback. Next up will be Georgia State. Had the game against Michigan State in East Lansing, which they lost. Vernon threw for over 300 yards. And a taste of the big-time action there after coming over from Eastern Washington. Let me start with getting yelled at by coaches. Does it help, Vernon, to get yelled at by a coach?
I don't think it does. Our coaches don't do too much. Well, I guess not at me or period. Our coaches really just don't do too much yelling. I feel like that doesn't really help a lot. Our coaches are more teachers. They're trying to teach us the right way, whether that's in life or football, but, yeah.
Did you get yelled at Eastern Washington?
No.
Well, you did throw for 10,000 yards, so maybe that's why you didn't get yelled at.
Have some great receivers and great O-linemen, that's why.
What's the biggest difference between 1AA and, I don't know, I don't even know what they call it. I always view it as 1AA. But, playing at Eastern Washington, did you play in a game that had any similarities to playing against Michigan State this past weekend?
Oh, no, it was none, really. Those guys are big and fast. They were big and fast. And, it was nothing like at Eastern, so.
What was the biggest crowd you played in front of at Eastern Washington?
I think besides, the two big schools, besides, Oregon State and Washington, I think it was University of Montana.
And what'd you have there at East Lansing? 80, 90,000?
Yeah, something like that.
But when you're going out onto the field, were you nervous?
No, I don't really get nervous, I feel like God has blessed every athlete, every person with their own talent, and I feel like this is what he wants me to do. So I'm like, why do I need to get nervous? I can just go out there and have fun, but I felt like I wasn't having as much fun. I wasn't playing like myself. I was kind of playing uptight, I felt like, and but I wasn't nervous though.
When you go out there on the was there the welcome to big time football moment there? Did you get hit, or were there a play that you kind of said, "Oh boy, this is a little bit different"?
Oh yeah, I think I got sacked on the third series or something like that. Got hit in the ribs pretty hard. I was like, oh yeah, these boys they're big.
But you don't want to go back to the huddle and you don't want your teammates to see you hurt. How did you hide that pain?
It wasn't hurting at the time. My adrenaline was going and just having fun out there and just enjoying the moment. And so I didn't feel it until the next day, really.
How many practices did you have prior to starting for Oregon? How many weeks were you on campus?
On campus, or in?
Well, with the team, because you had to pass a math class, right, to be able to be eligible. So how many practices did you have before your first game?
I'm not sure. I came 4 or 5 days late to camp, which is unacceptable. But I don't know, about 3-4 weeks, I think.
Oh boy, how would you describe that offense? If somebody had never seen Oregon's offense, how would you describe it?
Up-tempo, spread, read option type offense. I like it a lot. It's an offense I dreamed about growing up, and I like it. It's fun, and we got some great athletes to do some big things.
Have you watched the film of the game against Michigan State?
Yes.
What stood out?
I underthrew a lot of the receivers, and it was just our defense played really good. They played really good. They gave us so many opportunities to score on offense, and I got to give credit to the Michigan State defense too. Those guys were good. Their front four was amazing, and but don't get me wrong, our front five is amazing. Like I said, I underthrew some balls. I got to take care of the ball through 2 interceptions. It was just not executing as a whole, but mainly on me. But we'll fix it. We'll fix it. We're working hard towards practice, and I'm glad to be here.
How many colleges called you after you played at Eastern Washington when you graduated?
when I got my permission to contact release, I talked to a few, Oregon, UCLA, and Maryland, a few colleges.
So if not Oregon, you would have gone to where?
I would have stayed at Eastern.
Oh, you would have?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have gone to UCLA, or were you told that they were going to start Rosen and you wouldn't have if you transferred there?
No, I wasn't told that. They called me and wanted me to come, but no, I would have stayed at Eastern. It was too hard it was too much of a distraction for me and stuff. And Oregon was the first school, so I was like, it's either going to be Oregon or I'm staying.
Do you know what style of uniform you're going to be wearing this weekend?
No, but I'm sure it's going to be really cool. You know, our equipment staff, they got some cool uniforms down there.
Did you ever? Okay, the red field at Eastern Washington, Vernon. Come on.
I liked it.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I guess it was kind of advantage for Eastern. You know, teams go on that field and they see how bright it is, and they say it messes with their eyes, especially when Eastern wears all red and it's red on red, and the crowd are wearing red. It's like, it's pretty cool. It's a fun environment too.
It was hard to watch it was hard to watch you guys play because it was red on red. I thought that was it's like a Boise State with the blue field with blue uniforms, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, why doesn't Oregon come up with a green uniform that blends like a turf uniform? Like actual turf uniforms, so it'll blend in with the turf there.
I don't know. Maybe if we wear all green, it will blend in.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
You got enough uniforms there, Vernon, that I would think somebody'd be able to come up with that with Nike.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, good to talk to you. And, that's big-time football going on the road against Michigan State. Now you got Georgia State coming up, but good luck with the rest of the season.
Hey, thank you for having me.
All right. Vernon Adams, the Oregon Ducks quarterback there.